My name is Carol Paik. I'm this week's studio visit artist for I Like Your Work. So this is my studio. I'm located right in the Garment District in New York City. You can see my view there across the street. I've been in this space for a few months now, and one of the first things I had done was have hooks installed in the ceiling so that I can hang my work. And this has been really a game changer for me because I work with textiles, and this is just coat hanger wire, meaning that this structure is really too flimsy to be built from the ground up. So until I was able to hang it from the ceiling, I couldn't really see it or work on it very well. So the hooks on my ceiling are one of my very, very favorite things about this space. So, by the way, I'm not editing out the street noises from this video. First of all, because I don't know how, but second, because I want to give you a full and accurate immersive experience. This is the noise of New York City, and for the most part, I kind of like it. I mean, sometimes I get this. So my work focuses primarily on repurposing discarded materials, and that is usually textiles. So, and I usually use textile techniques. So here is my sewing machine and my thread collection and a bunch of patterns of different sizes for making sea stars. This is my materials wall. I'm very committed to not buying anything new for my work, and that's not an issue because, as you can see, I have more than I can possibly use. It's donations from friends, it's my own textile waste and my family's. There's really no shortage of it, and I am so aware of the textile waste problem in the world, and I won't burden you with that here, but if you want to Google textile waste and learn more about it, I encourage you to do so. So I have a very hard time turning down donations. I can always just sort of picture it in the ocean with, choking a sea turtle, and it makes me very sad. So I don't pretend to have a solution to that problem, but I just try as much as I can to reuse stuff and not buy anything new. That makes me feel a little bit better. And second reason I really like using repurposed textiles is they have prior lives, and I find that very interesting and inspiring. And I guess a third reason is that nothing I have is precious, so it really frees me up to experiment and play around and know that I have nothing to lose. So with all this fabric, obviously the problem becomes organizing it, and I have all these bins. I try to come up with categories that make sense and are helpful in when I need to find something, but there's just so much of it, it's kind of impossible to organize. So these categories kind of sound good, but after some point they do break down and become a little bit arbitrary. One of the most important things anyone ever told me was a teacher I was taking a quilting workshop, and I was new to quilting, and I was very conscious of all the rules that pertain to making a proper quilt. And I asked her, it was Heidi Parks, and I asked her, how do you make the edges straight on your quilts? And she said, why do they need to be straight? And I really was struck by that because I hadn't even thought, I just assumed that they needed to be straight. So what I learned from that was, whatever your assumptions are, whatever assumptions you're bringing to your work, it's worth questioning them. So that's what I try to do. Thank you for touring my studio with I Like Your Work. You can find more of my work on my website. That's www.carolpaik.com. That's CAROLPAIK.com, or on Instagram, my handle is at CAPAIK670, or see the full interview at ilikeyourworkpodcast.com/studio visit artist. Thanks so much.